Technology. This is very exciting.
Right? Everybody, welcome. This is Krystal Moreno. Yay!
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me.
This is an honor. Thank you so much for joining us. And she's actually talking to us from the Fairmont Miramar Hotel, which actually is closed right now, right?
It is. As of yesterday, we officially and sadly closed the doors, but it is only temporary. It's just a temporary hold on our operations. So things are going to get back up and running. Nobody freak out, but it's
right.
closed right now. So if you hang on tight and you watch for a little while, I'm going to take you guys on a little bit of a tour so you can see kind of how weird it is when everything is closed.
I can imagine what that hotel is like closed, because, you know, I've done so many events there with you, and over the years, past 12 years, and it's always a bustling, amazing place. I have meetings there, and so to see it empty is actually quite heartbreaking. But I just wanted everybody to know it's only temporary, and it's going to be back up and running as soon as we're allowed to, right?
Absolutely.
But we do
have a projected date, by the way, which of course has to be flexible, and we'll see how things shape up over the next 2 months or so. But ideally around June 1st is where we kind of are projecting things to reopen.
Okay, well, that's good to know. And then hopefully it might be earlier, and we'll let everybody know that too as time goes by.
We shall see. Stay tuned.
Yes. Wow. Well, this is great that you're going to do this for us, because, you know, this is unprecedented. Whenever in the world has hotels closed? I mean,
these are not the things that you think about. I mean, these are not, you know, these are crisis management experiences that sometimes we kind of go, it's not going to affect us. It's not going to hit us.
Yeah.
And maybe we should have planned for that. Maybe we should have had that in our back pocket, knowing that these things are a possibility. Right. So we learn. Day by day.
What we do, we have to take away from this. We're learning. We have to learn about this and implement it for future as well. But so when this all started happening, what did you guys do? I saw you were packaging food was that for your workers?
For our employees, which, you know, when we kind of get word that operations start getting suspended, of course, you know, you want to think about how are you going to be able to support your staff. And of course, we've got hundreds of employees here that have families, and we want to take care of them first, of course. So our chef and our culinary team was amazing. And through closing down our restaurants and closing down our kitchens, obviously we didn't want anything to go to waste. And so our first priority is to make sure that we were sending things home for each family.
I thought that was wonderful when I saw that. And just that's the heart of the hotel are the workers and the people that, you know, make it such a great place. And I thought that was just wonderful.
Thank you. Yeah, it's impactful. And again, we're in a human industry. And so you have to remember that that's why we're in hospitality in the first place. We want to take care of people, and you want to take care of the people who take care of your clients. And ultimately that's what it's about at the end of the day. That's all that's important.
Yeah, taking care of one another. And I think that's what's coming out of this whole situation that we're in. People are starting to take care of one another. And I think, you know, my biggest takeaway from that is that this hopefully will change everybody. And how about you? What do you think? What is your biggest takeaway from this horrible situation that we're all in?
I mean, I tend to be more of a realist. I like facts. I like hard numbers. I don't like a hope and a dream. It's not really my personality.
Wishy-washy for your personality, isn't it?
Yeah,
there's not been one F-bomb yet. Can I just say there's not been one F-bomb? I'm really disappointed.
I'll drop an F-bomb for you. Just
okay, good. Those of you that know Krystal that are tuning in, you know exactly what I mean. That's why I love this girl.
It wouldn't be real if I didn't say fuck once in a while.
Right, there we go.
Drives the point home.
Let's do a tea drinking game. Every time she says the F word, we have it. It's tea, honestly. A cup of tea.
I have to behave myself though, because my boss is watching. So
okay. Well, we'll behave.
So again, I'm big into black and white, and so you know, when something like this happens, I'm obviously a planner. I want a plan of action. I want to know, what are we going to do to, you know, resolve this? I want to know what steps do we need to take, and I want it to go into motion immediately. And I think, you know, the hotels, as many hotels, you know, we didn't expect it to happen, and we kind of just have to respond urgently and immediately. And again, that's where I think some of the things like crisis, management and having those conversations before the crisis happens is going to be really important for businesses and for hotels alike moving forward.
Yeah.
But when we got word of it, it was pretty much everybody kind of rolled up their sleeves and just went into action.
Yeah.
So you're no longer a catering manager. You're no longer just a housekeeping director. You're somebody who is going to help the greater good of this entire building. So if that meant that we needed to all clear out refrigerators and move furniture, that's what we do. We take care of our hotel. And so Everybody responded.
That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. And that comes from the top. That comes from your leadership.
Sure does.
Right?
Absolutely.
And you're such a phenomenal leader. And, whatever you say, I would do. So,
I know my team's watching. They might say, maybe not, but.
You have an amazing team over there. You really do.
Thank you. They do.
Steph and all the girls. Yeah. They're amazing. And did you have a lot of weddings at that time that you had to postpone?
Well, I mean, the first thing we want to do, of course, is not create a panic for everybody. We know that there is going to be an end date to this. We know we're going to get out of it. But you have to think logically, who are the people that are going to be immediately affected, in March, April, and May, let's say. So that was kind of our first priority of making sure that we were connecting with those clients and offering them options. And again, I think the biggest takeaway from all of this is that you have to show sensitivity and emotion and flexibility. And that speaks volumes. And for your clients to know that you're genuinely in this with them. And I know there's been a lot of talk in the industry of how have people been handling cancellation? How have they been handling force majeure? At the end of the day, that is going to dictate what the future of your company and the future business that you have, that's going to set the tone for when this entire pandemic is done.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. How everything is being dealt with in hotels, locations, vendors is absolutely going to help you moving forward. It's dealing with kindness. And the word I just keep coming up with to everybody is just be kind. I've had, clients that have suggested otherwise, and I have said, no, you need to be kind. And everyone's, oh, you're absolutely right. And they listen. Right. And I think that's helping everybody moving forward, because there's nothing we can do. We're in this. There's only one way to deal with this.
Exactly.
And so moving and postponing weddings, makes it so much easier if we can just do that and not cancel and ask for money back, because you're going to crush the industry if everybody asks for their money back.
100%. I mean, and again, I think communication is the biggest thing too. I mean, remember, when you're dealing with a wedding client, it's very different. It's a very different conversation than, say, you're dealing with a corporate client. This is somebody's personal income who has invested 30, 50, 100,000 and above. They've invested a lot of money into this one special day. And so then the panic continues, and the uncertainty and the feeling like, oh my God, my world is crashing around me because you've invested all that money. And then if the people that you're doing business with are not your partners and communicating with you, it just gets that much worse. And so I can't say enough that, there needs to be a transparency between you and your customers. And that creates a trust, which is, at the end of the day, why there are successful salespeople, because your customers learn to trust you.
Absolutely, 100%. And they panic, and it's our job to keep everybody really calm throughout this and let them know that we've got them and we're going to help them through this.
Absolutely.
And all the hotels that I'm dealing with, that everyone has been totally amazing. But I know there is frightening times for everybody within the industry, and with this new stimulus package that's just come out, I'm desperate to have somebody on the show that can talk to us about how this is going to help us, because none of us really know right now. I keep hearing different things. Absolutely. So I'm going to get someone on that can talk to us about that as well.
Great. Yes. I think we all do that.
I just see on all the forums, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help. And am I entitled to this? Am I not entitled to that? So, I think that's what I'm trying to do, is help people with this show.
It's so great.
Help everybody,
Of course. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, so how are you dealing at home with the hubby and lovely Eddie? How are you guys staying, not killing each other, being together 24/7?
Well,
What's the Krystal
He's
take
watching,
on
by
this?
the way. So again, I also have to be careful about what I say.
Hi, hubby. Hi, Eddie.
Most of you who do know me and who are friends and family, of course, you know I'm an open book. And so humbly, I'm happy to share with you what our family is going through, because I think it's important and it speaks to what's going on in the industry. Many of you who know or who don't know, my husband is also a hotelier. He's in the industry. He is a hotel executive for a property downtown, and unfortunately was furloughed. And what a rock of the world it did for us, and for us both to be going through it at the same time was incredibly emotional. And I have to tell you, kudos to him, because he saw it coming. And, he, within 24 hours, went on to Gelson's website and applied to go work at the grocery store. And so he is currently pulling 12-hour shifts at Gelson's in West Hollywood, if you want to go say hi to him. Because that's what we need to do, because this is our livelihood, and, you make it work.
That is amazing. So. What a great guy. That's just phenomenal, Krystal. It really is.
Thank you. Yeah.
Wow.
He's doing a great job. And we're responding to what's going on with like the change in the unemployment that you're going to be able to claim. Now we're kind of dealing with, does it make sense to pull 12-hour shifts at minimum wage at Gelson's, or does it make sense to go and claim unemployment? So we're kind of dealing with that right now.
Yes.
In terms of being home, honestly, I haven't been home a whole lot. It's been the most humbling experience to be at this hotel right now. Mm-hmm. And I say that with emotion, because it's been hard.
And I know you love that hotel, because I know it's like family to you, because I know you were there many years ago, and you left and opened hotels around the world and came back because it's family to you. So I know this is very emotional.
It is. It's a great, and you know what? People want to work for people who genuinely care about you. And that's what drove me to come back to this property, to work with the people that I love and that take care of me, and I want to take care of them.
Yeah.
But through the process, we, I can say I've opened a hotel, and now I can say I have closed a hotel.
Only for a short amount of time. Yeah, you're probably the only person that can say that.
It's been, again, very humbling. So I haven't spent a lot of time at home. We've been very, very blessed to have family watch Eddie. But on April 1st, I will also have an expiration date here. I will also be on a temporary leave until we end up opening again. Okay. And I will become Mrs. Moreno, and I will take on Eddie's education. So instead of posting event pictures, you're going to see me like posting teacher photos, and I'm going to be like the best damn kindergarten teacher you ever did see.
I can't wait for this, Krystal, because you know you're going to rock it, because you rock everything that you do.
It's challenging, let me tell you. These teachers, I have downloaded lesson plans, and I mean, the stuff that is involved, I don't even remember half of this stuff. I'm like, I feel like an idiot. So I'll be learning kindergarten again with my son, but I'm excited to have that time with him, honestly. It's been obviously very confusing for a 6-year-old,